What's up, y'all? Lynn Butler here, and today I want to talk about the United States coffee competitions. They are right around the corner, literally this week. So there are roasters competitions, brewers cup competitions, cup tasters competitions, latte art competitions, and what I want to talk about today is the barista competition. It's insane. You have 3 stations of machines and grinders and judges and competitors, people brewing coffee, tasting coffee, talking about coffee. There's music, there's an MC, there's a crowd of people rotating from competition to competition. It's a madhouse, but there is a working order to everything, and it makes sense. Barista competitions have been around since 2000-ish. I think it was called the National Coffee Competition or National Barista Competition back then, but around 2004, it turned into the United States Barista Competition. I started competing in 2005 and ended my competition career in 2016. So what is this barista competition that I'm talking about? It's a 15-minute presentation. You have 15 minutes to present your coffee to 4 sensory judges and a head judge, and then there are 2 technical judges. 15 minutes for 3 rounds of drinks. I like to treat it as a thesis that you're going to argue with these 3 rounds of beverages. You're making an espresso round, you're making a milk drink round, and you're making a signature beverage round, which was one of my favorites back in the day because you can bring whatever ingredients you want to the competition, combine it with your coffee, and create something that's magnificent and delicious. So the espresso round is basically presenting a coffee that you choose. Baristas choose coffees from all over the world, different coffee varieties, different coffee processing methods, and they try to let the judges know what they're going to taste in the cup and why they're going to taste in the cup. So you'll hear things like, this coffee was grown at such and such elevation, it was processed in an anaerobic processing method or the washed or the natural processing method, and because it was done this way, you will taste this, 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 and this in the cup. They tend to stick to acidity, the brightness of the coffee, the tactile experience that the judge is going to partake in, the flavors, and the aftertaste of that espresso. Then moving on to the milk beverage round, they can choose whatever size they want for the milk drink. It's just a matter of combining that coffee with the milk to produce something new, some new flavors, some new tactile experiences. And then finally, the signature beverage. You can bring whatever you want to the competition as long as it's not alcohol. There's a competition for that, coffee and good spirits. I missed that one earlier. But the idea is to create a beverage with ingredients and create a new flavor that you didn't add to the specialty coffee drink. So you can do anything from acids or fruits, vegetables. I've seen people bring egg whites to the table. I used cucumber one year. I also used a magnolia flower simple syrup. So it's pretty much up to you what you're tasting in the coffee, what you want to enhance, or what you want to combine with something to create something new. And the judges love when you create a new flavor without using that flavor, like creating chocolate without using chocolate. Hope you get that. So that's basically the barista competition. And this is an opportunity for baristas to use their platform to talk about whatever they want to talk about. But you have to tie in what the judges are going to taste, what they're going to experience, because that is what's scored on the score sheets. The espresso used to be the dominating score on the score sheet, but it's not anymore. You have a combination of different scores that will give you a high score. And in the national competition, there's a first round, there's a semifinal round, and then there's a final round of 6 competitors. Only one competitor can win and move on to represent the United States on the world stage. This is an opportunity to dive into the Specialty Coffee Network. I feel the competition on the world level influences specialty coffee and helps it evolve along the way. We've also seen something like the EK43. That was a great example of a competitor having their grinder break, and they had to use what was available, and it was a bulk grinder, the EK43, and he did well in that competition. And each year after that, a lot of people gravitated towards the EK43. So that is something that influences coffee, the coffee industry, things like processing methods like washed or natural, anaerobic, and now we have co-fermentation added to the scene. So this could influence the coffee industry a little bit. And being a part of that is a great chance to network and meet other competitors and meet other coffee professionals. So why the barista competition? So there is a world barista competition where each country participates, and to participate, you have to have one competitor to represent your country. So each country has to have a national, and that's why we have our nationals this week. This is a great chance for baristas, coffee professionals, to get out there and help influence the coffee industry. The barista competition, world and nationals, have influenced the especially coffee industry over the years. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you in front of judges. You can volunteer to help support this competition. You can volunteer to be a judge. You can volunteer to be a timekeeper, a busser. You can volunteer to just be at the competition and support the competitors. I think the whole of the idea of the competition helps improve the industry and move it a little bit forward. So if you do want to be a part of the United States Barista Competition, you have a chance to represent the United States. When you win, you go to wherever it is in the world. It could be in Dublin, it could be in Greece, it could be in Australia. But once you get there and you make the top 6, well, things change for you. And I hope that you do consider the Barista Competition. And you can also tune in this week to Black and White's Instagram posts and their live stream. We have 4 competitors competing this week. So if you're in the area of LA, stop by Rancho Cucamonga. We will be at the Clatch Roastery for the United States Barista Competition, as well as the United States Brewers Cup. Peace.